Okay, we're going to start doing some screen comparisons between the Acer Predator Helios 16 in the middle and my LG C3 to the right, and then also the Samsung QN90A right here to the left. So first off, if you guys can see right here, I was trying to put in display settings for all the screens to copy or mirror the screen of the Acer, but there's nothing on that was possible through Windows software or Windows settings. And the only way I could have done it is to have all the screens playing the same content or mirroring each other was through a splitter, which I do not have time to get. So for right now, as you can see, the LG C3 and the Acer are both mirrored off of each other, while the Samsung QN90A is not. Also, out of all three of these screens, the QN90A, the Acer, and the LG C3, the QN90A is the only one that has been calibrated. The Acer and the C3 have not been calibrated, so they're probably going to be at their default or the display settings that they came out of the box, out of the factory. And so for some quick specs, the QN90A is a 43-inch 4K 60 Hz refresh rate mini LED screen. The Acer Predator Helios 16 is a 2K 2560 by 1600 250 Hz mini LED screen. And the LG C3 is a 4K 120 Hz OLED TV or screen. So looking at them right here through the dark or through dim lighting is how we're going to start the display comparisons first, and then we'll do some display comparisons in bright lighting. So the first thing we are going to do is go to YouTube, play the ModernWize dirty screen effect test on all three monitors. Hopefully I can get them to sync up all together. And in dark or in dim lighting, all these screens are too bright for my camera. So I'm gonna turn down the ISO, or actually I'm just gonna turn the lights on. Okay, even with the lights on, it's still really bright. Let's turn down the ISO a little bit. Turn down the speed. So I don't want to lower it so much that you can see how bright the Acer screen is, and also the Samsung compared to the LG OLED screen. I don't want to lower my camera's ISO too much, because then you're going to see that screen flickering, or the what they call the PWM flicker, and you're probably already seeing it. I can see it through the camera on the Acer, but not on the other two. Turn some lights on, but what I can see with my own eyes is that all three of these screens, even the older Samsung till this day, still does not have any dirty screen effect. All the screens look pretty clean. And yeah, I'm not noticing any dirty screen effect on any of them. So here are all the screens, how they look like with the default wallpaper from the Acer Predator Helios. Since we are in bright lighting now, as you guys can see right there. We can check for reflectiveness with that type of, with any of the screens. So far, even facing them direct, there really isn't any. So with bright light, with their default wallpaper, the Acer Predator Helios, you can see a little bit of the reflection on the LG right there because it is facing that light up there directly. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Okay, we're gonna play some HDR demos. So first up, I'm gonna play something you guys are not expecting, and that's not dark HDR video, but a brighter HDR type video. This is Sony Food Sizzle or something like that. So even though the Acer is the smallest out of all the 3 screens, it really is showing its brightness in this video demo. But later on I will do a more in-depth with just comparing the 2 screens, so that way we can get a closer look on both of these things. Okay, now the next demo is called Sony Swordsmith. And this will show off the deep dark blacks and also if there's any blooming. I should put this in full screen. Okay, let me put it, dim down the lights for you guys on this one. Speaking of checking for blooming, this next HDR demo should check for blooming. This is the Sony Fireworks HDR demo. You can see that on the LG C3 OLED, you can see the fireworks in more detail because each of the pixels are more, well, they are independent. They light up independently. They can go light up pixel by pixel, whereas the Acer and the mini LED Samsung QN90A, you can see some of that blooming right there on the QN90A. Not so much on the Acer, probably because it's further away, but also because The Acer and the Samsung are both still backlit TVs with different lighting zones, while the Sony is just that. While the LG is just that OLED screen. That, as you know, every OLED screens, the pixels, each individual pixels lights up on their own. Which one is this? This is the TCL demo, I think it is. You can see they all started out the same because of the high refresh rates of the other two monitors or TVs or LED screens, OLED screen. They have already passed up the Samsung as far as in how far they've gone. Okay, we're gonna play the LG 4K demo. Again, you can see how you can see some of that blooming effect from the mini LED TV of the Samsung and the Acer, whereas the LG OLED you cannot see. As far as colors go, the Samsung is calibrated and the other two are showing more of a reddish type of tint, which is not indicative of how it should look in real life. The LG also, the monitor, the LG tends to lean towards greenish bluish greenish type of colors. So this is how my camera is capturing all these screens, and the camera that I'm using right now is my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I'm in Pro mode, so I can control the lights or the lighting on the camera, ISO and shutter speed. Because in my Sony camera, I don't have those type of settings because it's not really a pro camera. And on the Samsung's default auto mode, it'll be too bright on certain pictures. Okay, so this is the Sony what is this demo called? The Sony Bravia pinball demo. As you can see, the faster refresh rates, or the two faster screens from the LG and the Acer passed up the Sony as far as like where the picture is at. So I'm going to pause these a little bit. Okay, so for this Samsung QLED demo, I am going to play it in with the lights on this one. Okay, so most of these demos that I'm playing normally favors OLED because of the blacks. We're going to play another one that will favor, or at least be more fair to mini LED or LED screens. And this is the Samsung QLED. This is a Samsung QLED demo. This next Samsung QLED demo, we're going to play it in a darker environment because there's a lot of black scenes on this one, and because the LG is reflecting off the light off of my recording light, I'm going to turn down the lights or turn them off like so. And let's do this. So in the dark, the two mini LED screens are so bright that the colors look a little off right now. So I'm going to turn them back on. I'm going to turn the lights back on. See? Okay, this is the LG OLED Fantasy demo. Let's play it. Okay, this is an LG QNET demo, 8K. To see in this bright lighting, the OLED TV, the LG C3, looks almost dim compared to the brightness of the Samsung and the Acer Predator Helios. And if I turn off the lights, the Samsung and the Acer will look overblown, and it'll throw the colors off, as you guys can see right there. That's where the OLED TV looks really best at, is in that dark lighting. But turn the lights back on, and now the mini LED screens kind of look a little bit, at least to my eyes, a little bit better. Okay, this is another Samsung QLED demo that I play in a lot of my video testing. Because the Acer is so small in this comparison, it's not really showing it, so I'm gonna start doing direct one-on-one comparisons instead of this two-on-one comparisons. But from what I can see so far in all of these tests is that the Acer seems to be like the combination of the LG and the Samsung as far as like the picture goes. It's not as bright as the Samsung, but it gets pretty bright too, and the colors are in between the Samsung QN98 and the LG C3. You can see some reflection in the Samsung and the LG, but you won't see it so much on the Samsung because of the brightness of the Samsung TV, unless you get to like dark scenes. See, if I turn the lights off, the reds on the Samsung and the Acer will look orange, or maybe even yellow. Okay, we're going to play the LG OLED demo. Okay, this is the LG, another very popular LG HDR demo. And for this one, because it is an OLED demo, I think I'm gonna turn the lights off for this. So you guys can see the full brightness of these mini LED TVs or mini LED monitor of the Acer and the Samsung TV compared to the LG, how they look in the dark without any color adjustments or brightness adjustments. With the camera, it looks overblown, but in real life, it doesn't. So I'm going to turn the lights back on. Okay, one more demo. This is the Sony Bravia demo. It's the default demo for the first series of Sony OLED TVs, which was the Sony A1s that I have, or that I owned, or still own. Okay, so this is going to wrap up the screen comparisons of the my Samsung Q90A to the left, my Acer Predator Helios 16 in the middle, and the LG C3 to the right. In the next video, we'll do more like one-on-one testing between the screens, so that way we can get a closer up look, personal look, or a closer look at the Acer Predator Helios 16 versus the other two TVs or screens that we'll be comparing it to, like the LG C3 and the Samsung Q90A, and even my 4K portable monitor that's to the right of the LG C3 that is not in the picture right now. But that is it. Let me know in the comment section which screen you guys thought looked the best, in bright light and low light, which had the best colors, which had the best picture, whatever. Let me know in the comment section below, or even better, message me on my Instagram page at The Workout Geek. That way I'll see all of your comments real quick versus YouTube. If you guys have made it to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate it. If you found this video helpful and informative, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at The Workout Geek for all my latest happenings and great workout tips. And also, like I said, if you want to really get a hold of me, message me on Instagram for any questions you may have with this video and other videos. So that is it for now. Until next time, everybody, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful day, and we will see you soon in the next video.